Hello everybody, this is Greg29407 back with another edition of Shroud of the Avatar. Here we are with Dozer. We're over here in Soul Town. I was standing next to my friend Japheth, who's just kind of wandered away. He was vomiting quite profusely over here, and I thought we'd try and help him out, but he's kind of disappeared. He's still upset about his girlfriend not accepting him. Today what I wanted to do was to go over the path of truth. As you know, we have the path of truth, the path of love, and the path of courage are the three individual paths they have as story arcs in this game. And then they combine afterwards into the path of the Oracle, which has just now been completed in the game. So I want to do the path of truth with you. And the path of truth is not started in Soul Town. It's generally on the other side of the map. Let me see if I can pull this up. This is... I'm in the Soul Town. Yeah, it's generally on the other side of the map, and what happens is it starts off in Blood River, and if you start the game over there, then you can begin the mission right away. Also, though, we have Arabella, as you see right here, and she is available to start the mission as well. So I'm going to click on her and see if she'll send me over to Blood River. So good day to you, Dozer. It's good to see you again. And for I am greatly concerned about events in the far west in the village of Blood River. So the elves of Vertos, unlike many others of their people that you may have already met, seek to live in peace with other beings. I have stopped in Vertos in my travels many times, and they are very curious about our ways. Near Vertos, a small village of elves near the farmlands of Aerie called Blood River, after the Red River of the same name. There have been rumors that something awful has taken place there. A magistrate in Aerie, Robert Valines, is on his way to investigate what may have happened. Could you please meet him there? You can reach Blood River quickly via the Lunar Rift and Solar Bridge nearby. So I think that's what we're going to do. And again, this is one of the paths. I don't know how long it's going to take. I've done this several times before, so I'm going to do kind of maybe a quicker version of this. So what we need to do is go all the way across the map. So again, this is another way of getting access to this mission. I think if you just walk over to Blood River, you may get the mission just automatically. I'm not sure. But I wanted to show this is a new way of doing the mission. They just stuck Arabella over there. They gave her that little chair and set her up. So let's go ahead and leave Soul Town. And rather than go all the way across the map, we're going to go up to Solace Bridge and get that Lunar Rift. I want to show on the in-game map, too, where everything's going to take place in this thing. So let's leave here first. The game is getting pretty close to being released. They're almost finished with the story arcs. They're doing a lot of polishing on the stories and on characters and on some of the maps and things, so it's really looking good. I think the stories are going to be officially finished in another month and a half. Let's take a look here. Okay. So here's where we're at over here in Soul Town, just outside of Soul Town. We're going to go right up here to Solace Bridge, and we'll go in there and we'll get the Lunar Rift. And it's going to take us all the way over here to Blood River. So most of this mission is going to take place from here. We're going to go all this general area around here. This is the area of the Path of Truth, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about as we go. It's Well, we'll go through here and see what you think. So first of all, let's head on up the road here to Solace Bridge, because we could walk all the way across the map, but that kind of takes kind of a long time. So we'll just do this shortcut, and we'll start step one, which is meet Robert Valines in Blood River. Now, this Solace Bridge is another one of the starting areas. This is where I usually have started my characters. But I think over the course of the alpha and the beta of this game, I've started all three places and various other things in between. So, all right, so here we are at Solace Bridge. Let's get to where we need to go. Oh, there's a visitor. We have a free free-to-play section of the game right now where people are able to come in here and play for free and see if they like the game. And if they do, then they can go ahead and purchase the game, and hopefully they'll like it. And the good thing is sometimes if they don't, they'll tell us why they don't like it, what's not working, and they can make appropriate changes to get people to actually like the game. And some of these things that they spotted some very, very latent problems with the game. And fortunately, the developers have made some changes to those problems and made things a lot better. So we're going to run through here and go up to the Lunar Rift, which is right up there on top of that hill. I didn't know if I was going to find any bad guys in here. And it's dusk. Oh, great. That's not always the best way to start a mission, but that's okay. There's another player. Okay, let's see where we're going. Let's go. I don't want to go to Highvale. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Brookside, Owl's Head, West End, Brittany, Exeter, Solace Bridge, Blood River. I want to go to Blood River. Dadgummit. Well, now what do I do? Heck. I'm clicking. Well, I think I'm kind of screwed. So I will go over to Blood River the long way. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, we're back. I have hoofed it all the way across the map. We're close to Blood River. Here we come. So let me just give you a perspective on where we're at. So we're back over here where we should be. I ran from here on over. I managed to avoid all the trolls and stuff like that, which is good. So we're about to enter Blood River and try and find our contact. Not Robert Verlines. Robert Verlines I used to work with. Something Verlines. Yeah, Robert Verlines. Yeah. I used to know a guy named Paul Verlines. And since the name of this mission is Blood River Massacre, I think we're going to see some deadly events. So again, this is one of the 3 starting areas in the game. There's like a little camp over here. There's a bunch of dead bodies and stuff. Now, why those bodies were missing their skin, I don't know. I'm assuming they just recently died, but they already lost their skin. Uh-oh. Bad guys. What the heck? Wow. Now these are starting guys, so they're not too difficult. I've been playing Tiffany a lot recently, who's, of course, is a melee fighter. So at first I forgot that I have mainly ranged attacks on this character, so I'll have to run up to him very quickly. All right, so let's see what else we got in here. Here's what's left of a fort of some type. I've turned off the music, again, just because it gets a little too loud. Here's some soldiers here. What's going on here? Hurry, get inside. The magistrate is waiting. All right, so let's go. I think that's where Robert Valines is. Okay, here we go. Oops. He's scared I'm going to kill him. All right. Robert Valines. Good day to you, traveler. I am Robert Valines, a magistrate for the city of Erie. I have come here to try and determine what happened to the elves who used to live in this village. Simply put, a massacre. It appears that rabble-rousers in my home of Erie have put this village and its peaceful inhabitants to the sword. There are some remnants of their attempts at a peaceful life left behind, which I have tried to understand. The most interesting thing I found, though, was this unusual dagger. Here, take it. It is a quite unusual property, sharing the traits of both steel and bone. It is quite ancient, I believe, although I know little of such things. I would ask that while I am occupied here, that you take this to the blacksmith, Kyle Barrand, in Erie. He's the most knowledgeable of such things. So I have gotten this bone steel dagger from Robert Lyons. This is going to be the key to everything in this story arc, the path of truth. So this is going to be the key thing for us. So make sure that he gave it to me. Checking my thing. Bone steel dagger. So we definitely want that. All right. So he wants us now to go to Erie. And we can see take dagger to Erie. All right. So we're going to go to Erie next. Go back the way we came. Now, of course, we have the option. We could search the map and look around, look for treasure and things. But I'm just going to take you guys through this path of truth, from one, so you can just see one step to the next, what you do and how you finish it, and where you go. And as we get through the end, you'll see why I'm taking you through here kind of fast. Again, I have done, this is the 4th time I've done this particular path. I've done it on a couple of tests, and I've already done it on my other 2 characters, Tiffany and Dodge Raider. Okay, so let's head back down to Erie, which is just south of us. And Erie is one of the major cities in the game. It's kind of the central city for this area of the map. And we need to go find the blacksmith there. There's a couple blacksmiths. There's a bug with the magic lantern in the game right now. Don't know how they messed that up, but they did. But there are a couple of blacksmiths in Erie. We're going to go to the one that's farthest away from the entrance. Yeah, somehow they messed up the thing where you click on the magic lantern thing. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does work, but it goes off really fast. So you may have, it'll work for 5 minutes, it says, but after like 1 minute, it quits working. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. So it seems like kind of a basic thing, but hopefully it'll be fixed. Now, if we were doing this mission a week from now, we would see a completely different Erie, because they're working on updating Erie, as well as some other towns we're going to be visiting tonight. So it'd be a very, very different look. So they're updating and polishing it and adding some new colors and some new buildings and trying to make everything look much nicer and more interesting and that kind of thing. But this is a major city, and of course it's nighttime, so we won't see very much. Sorry about that. I seem to always choose nighttime to do my missions in this game. I'm not sure how that works. So we come through the entrance, and I saw a little preview of what Erie's going to look like soon. There should be a building, a round building right here, and it's going to be jazzed up. All this is going to be really fancy and nice, really cool. But what we want to do is we want to head directly northeast from the entrance. We're going to go down this long road. See, there's a blacksmith here, but that's not the guy we want to talk to. We're going to the one to the very far end, near the castle, the Erie Castle. This is kind of a neat town. They have a bunch of different areas. It's a port city. It's right on the not the lake or the whatever it is, the bay, and so it's pretty nice. And it's very much in demand. It's very hard to find property in this town. Like even this vacant lot here has actually been claimed. Someone just hasn't put anything on it yet. Okay, so there's another exit right there, which we're going to use in a minute. But right here is a little area with different buildings, magic shop and cooking shop. And right up there, it's hard to see, right there in the distance, is the Erie Castle. And it's fairly impressive looking. We can't tell here at midnight, but here is the blacksmith. Kyle Barand, who we need to talk to. There he is. All right, so I'm going to click on Bone Steel. Now that is bone steel, my friend, the toughest metal ever seen by man, using only the most powerful of ancient weapons. You have in your hands a relic of the Obsidian Wars, and not only the look of this mark right here over the pommel, forged by Boreas, the Titan himself. I don't know what you paid for that, but it's literally priceless. Okay, so let's just click on a few of these things. Okay. No one has seen Boreas in many years, but I'll wager if you backtrack the journey this dagger took to find you, you'll find him. Now, you say it was found in Blood River. Horrible thing would happen there. But if you want to talk to the Blood River elves, you want to go where they came from. You'll need to go to Vertos. Go and show them this relic. The Obsidian Wars were like yesterday to them, and perhaps they have knowledge we do not. That's your next step, traveler, Vertos. So Vertos is another town which is fairly close by. So we'll head there now. Again, if you're just doing this for the first time, you want to click on all the little words and stuff and get the full story. I've been through this a bunch of times for testing purposes and stuff, so we're just going to go. So here's the nearby exit. Okay. And we'll open up the soda map as soon as we get back to it so we can see where we're going and where we're at. And we're slowly going. Now, they have improved the speed somewhat in terms of loading screens and stuff. It's still got a ways to go, though. Okay, here we go. So we are here in Erie. And we're going to go back up. There's Blood River. Go back past there again. Up this road. And over here to here where Vertos is. So we're just going to go right up this way. Vertos. By the time we get there, it'll hopefully start getting light. So we can see a little bit more of what's going on here. And my light's out again. I do like how... That was fast with the light going out. I do like how they got all this mist and stuff. Yep, light didn't work. Try it again. Doesn't work. Okay, I am going to use my night vision, which is very helpful. But it doesn't make for a very lovely video, I don't think, because it's all green. But it's very helpful for seeing in the dark. So there's Blood River. We'll go past this. And there's a bandit up here. Let's try and avoid him. Don't waste a lot of time fighting these guys because we just want to go through all the steps for the path of truth for you. Now at this point I've completed the path of truth several times and the path of courage, which is actually kind of interesting story. That's actually a pretty good one. I have not been able to finish the path of love. It is incredibly hard. I still haven't managed to make it through. Maybe someday I'll figure out how to get through there. But you will see very quickly why I managed to do this one so much faster. So we're headed towards Vertos. And we're getting into the snowy mountains. I want to turn this off. I want to get my light to work so we can see the beauty of these mountains. Yeah, just why can't they get this to work right? I don't get it. Nothing. This thing says it should be on. All right, let's go into Vertos. Vertos is one of my favorite towns in this game. It's kind of a Christmassy place. It's all snowy, and I'm not much of a cold weather person, but the way they've got this thing designed, I really like it. It has its own music, which we won't hear because I've got it turned down, but it's very calm and very peaceful, and I don't know, I just think it's really cool. Now my light's working. So we need to learn more in Vertas. And it's late night, so that means the sun's starting to get a little brighter in here. Now, if we had kept talking to that guy, I think he was going to tell us who to visit. It's not Click Clack or something. Some elven guy with his name began with a K. We could talk to this guy if we wanted to, and he'd tell us. Yeah, you need to talk to our leader. Now, this town is also getting an update next week, and I just saw a video on that. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to have like lots of blue and green and stuff, and just kind of cleaned up and stuff, and lighted mushrooms and everything. Unfortunately, they've replaced this Keebler Elf house with another large house, which I do enjoy. I like that other house as well. And it serves as the focal point for the whole map. But I kind of miss this one too. Right, so let's head over here. And this is kind of like the town leader, the mayor or something. Okay, I'm going to ask him his name. Oh, he asked me what my name is. Oops. Sorry. I feel like a doofus now. Hello, name. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, now let's ask him what his name is. There he is. Kiakis. And he's kind of like the head guy. So we could click on all this stuff. I'll just go click on Bone Steel. Okay. Interesting. That dagger you hold matches the ones I found in the Fawn caravan. Perhaps this book may be more use to you than I. You may have it. Perhaps it will point you in the source of Bonestead. As to where to begin your search, I have often seen fawns that work for their satyr overlords stop in the village of Janafurd, to the south and east of here. Perhaps one of them may have some guidance. So he's given me some kind of book, and there's some kind of glitch with it. So it's in parentheses and question mark, homily of Perry the Unchained. So let's check our inventory, and that's what this thing is right here. So that's what he gave me, the book. I still get to keep my Bone Steel dagger, and that's the book he gave me. So he's sending me to Janafurd. He's traveled to Janafurd. All right, so we'll be leaving the beautiful town of Vertas. We'll head back out the way we came. And here's a little market area that they're going to keep. They're going to widen it a little bit, make it a little bit larger in the future. So when you're watching this video, if you decide to do these missions, you may see that the town looks somewhat different. Hopefully you think it looks better. I like how it looks now, but from watching the video earlier today, I'm really impressed by how they're changing this map. It's not major changes. These roads all stay the same. They're just cleaning it up and make it more attractive and kind of pretty and stuff. So it's really neat. All right, so we will head on out. And then we'll check our map again and see where we need to go next. So we went from Blood River to Aerie to Vertas and down to Janafurd. And we're loading. Here we go. Okay. So let's zoom in a little bit. So we're just outside of Vertas. Janafurd is right over here. Now the problem with Janafurd is it is in this little area here, the South Palatus area, and is surrounded by 4 different control points. And 3 of them are level 4 or level 5, so they're really hard to get into. And then the one over here is easier to get into. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this recording on pause, and I'm going to go all the way around the map and come in through this side. And when we get near Janafurd, then we'll pick up the recording again. So I will be right back. Okay, we are back. I am just outside the town of Janafurd. You can kind of see it. Look like there's a siege going on right now. I want to show you the map where we're at. Here was Blood River. Then we went down to Airy. Then back up here to Vertos. And again, this little area where Janafurd is surrounded by Vertos Pass, Superstition Canyon, Sanctus Spine, and Nightshade Pass. Now, these first three are all 5 skull control points. I don't even bother with them. This one right here, Nightshade Pass, is a 3 skull. So I went through there. It's a little tough for my particular character. I can get through there, but it's still a bit of a slog. I think I've stated before, I'm not a big fan of control points. I think they're great part of the game if you and your teammates want to go in there and control something and fight some enemies and things like that. It's kind of cool. But for the most part, you're just a character just trying to get from point A to point B. That's all I'm trying to do for this mission. I hate having to go through these things. They're a pain in the neck. But they are what they are. So we need to be in here. So now we're going to go into Janafurd, and unfortunately there's a siege. So we will take the side route to get through the siege to talk to our next contact. So again, as you're doing this series of missions, you're going to have to go through the control points. So you'll have some adventures going through there, like I just did. And but again, this ain't a documentary. I'm just going to run through this so you can see the steps you need to go through to do the mission. Alright, let's fight this dude. Alright, I'm leveling up a few different powers as we go through. Because at the end of this mission, the story arc, I am going to get 100,000 XP, both for adventure and for crafting. So, I mean, the reasons for doing these missions is it's quite high. It really does make these worthwhile. Path of Love, maybe not. But this one definitely. Ah, stuck up behind me. All right. We'll have to go through this thing again on the way out. That's kind of a hassle. A little bit of silver. And get a little bit of cotton. These sieges are actually kind of cool. They're different for the control points in that if you want to do the siege with you and your friends, you go through the middle section all in there and you fight all these enemies and you get lots of stuff. If you're just trying to go into the town like we are, you can go down this little side street, you fight a couple of these low-level guys or run away from them, whichever you want to do. And it's, you get in and out. It's more of a kind of a pain in the neck more than anything else, but it's not too bad. The control points, on the other hand, it's like you take your life in your hands, and one of the control points in the game, that Vauban Pass, it goes up to Druckvald, and it is so hard to get through there. Now, if you're watching this video and you're some high-level character, you're probably going, "Oh, for crying out loud, this guy's terrible." But for most players, it's incredibly hard. In fact, one of the strategies for getting through that particular pass is just let the guys kill you and then just let your ghost float through to the Ankh and then you're through. Well, that's poor game design as far as I'm concerned. The strategy is to let yourself die. Jeez Louise. Anyway, so we're in Janafurd, which is a nice little town. I like it a lot. It's got this little creek running through here. It's very lovely. And some waterfalls up here. Down there, there's waterfalls, and there's like a secret cave down there where you can. I think one of the master trainers is hiding in there. So now we're supposed to travel to Janafurd to talk to someone about this bone seal. There's a lot of different people in here. Again, Janafurd is undergoing a major facelift too. So next week at this time, it'll look a lot different than this. But the person you want to talk to is this lady right here. Welcome to Janafurd. I am Jenna Cartoonin. I hope you find what you seek. Let's say Boon Steel. That is an odd dagger you carry. It appears to be the work of the old Titan Boreas, Emperor of Artifice. Strange to see it in this day and age, much less cast as a weapon. I imagine it must have been bought by a satyr from Exeter. Perhaps you should ask around Kiln, a village along the way. Satyrs and fauns often stop there. So I now need to find answers in Kiln. Well, I just came past Kiln to get over here, so we're going to go over that way. So let's now leave the city of Janafurd. Back to where they came. Again, as you go through this, please feel free to wander around the town and look at the different houses. I mean, these are all player-owned housing over here and over here, and it's really neat. And I usually spend a lot of time in the game just wandering around, looking at people's houses and yards and seeing what's going on. A lot of times they'll have vendors selling goods and services and things. Like that guy's probably selling some things. And it's very worthwhile and very entertaining. But again, I just want to take you, there's a siege. I just want to take you through the basics for this story. I don't do everything in the game really fast like this. I just am doing this for you guys. And plus I want to keep I want to keep this video down as short as possible. All right, here we go. We're burning daylight, so it's already at midday. See, the daytime in this game goes by really fast. Nighttime lasts forever, but daytime just zips by. It's already midday. What the heck? So we'll go back out the way we came. Hopefully all the enemies have heard of us and they're scared of us. Nope, there's the guy. Oh, hit the wrong button. Just die, dude. Just die. There we go. Normally I always cut down all the trees I find. There's a lovely tree there. We'll just keep going. I don't think you want to watch me cut down trees. A lot of moaning and groaning in this game. Jeez Louise. All right. When we get out of here, we'll check the map and see where we need to go next. And here we go. Okay, let's check the map. Okay, so Kiln is going to be through this Nightshade Pass, and Kiln is right here. So that's where we need to go next. So, to recap, we start off with in Blood River, then Airy, then Vertos, then Janafurd, next Kiln. So again, I am going to put this on pause, and I will come back as soon as we get over near Kiln. Okay, we are back, and we are headed towards Kiln right now. We can see it straight up ahead. And when we get here, we'll look at the map again and see where we're at. Alrighty, let's see here. So here was Janafurd. I just went up the road here, went through this ridiculous control point, and now we're at Kiln. So let's go in here and see what we need to talk to next. Now, aside from the siege that we went through, which can happen anywhere, and the control points, which you got to go through no matter what. We haven't fought anybody yet. We've just talked to people, if you've noticed that. So you're probably saying, oh, I wonder when we're going to start having some action. Well, you will see what happens. But here we are in Kiln. I really like Kiln. Kiln and Janafurd are very similar looking. There's no creek running around the downtown area in Kiln. But for the most part, I think it's very similar layout. I like this town quite a bit. We're going to go into the main city center here. It's a smaller town. I think there's only like 30 property lots in the town for residents to live in. And that's the Kiln Cistern. That's actually a pretty good puzzle-based series of missions you can do. You get a little higher level. And this is the general area downtown. Again, it's not very big. And there are a lot of people to talk to over here. There are adventure trainers and crafting trainers. And then these people have some little stories and everything. But the person we need to talk to, not really a person, the fawn we need to talk to, is over in this house right over here. His name is Dion. And here he is. So I've talked to him before. And so let's see. Let's say bone steel. Oh, no. You should not have that. Don't tell the satyrs. They will hurt you. Do not tell. It comes from artifice. Artifice is very dangerous. Satyr place. Place of lies. Place of deceit. Bad place. Be very careful. You must go through the Black Blade Pass. Well, you really don't. Then Exeter. Then Xenos. Then Artifice. But be very careful. The satyrs lie. They lie to you too. But that is where it all starts. We come from there. You go to there. Maybe parry there. Maybe parry there. Maybe you help. You seem nice. Be careful. So Perry is another fawn. He leads the resistance. Perry fights for us. He is very brave. He is in Elysium, in Artifice. Go to Artifice. Help Perry, please. And again, we could go through all this stuff, but we're not going to do it. So then we have to travel to Exeter. I know he kept saying Artifice, but we got to go to Exeter first, and then we'll go to Xenos, and then we'll go to Artifice. So Exeter next. So what I'm going to do is, because I think this video is going to start getting a little bit long, I'm going to exit out of Kiln, and we will end it there. We'll end it here, and we'll start up the next chapter right where we leave off, and we'll finish up this whole mission. So until next time, this is Greg29407, along with Killdozer, saying Arrivederci, and we will see you very soon for the continuation of the Path of Truth.